You are listening to Peak One Sports. You are listening to Peak One Sports.
Coming to you from Eagle Mountain High School in Fort Worth, Texas, you're watching Friday Night Football on the Peak One Sports Network. Hello, everyone. I'm Ashton Nix, filling in for Ross Bates momentarily while he is stuck in that Friday afternoon DFW rush hour traffic we all know too well. He will be here pretty soon as we see them doing the coin toss right now. And Ross will be here to call this division game, or district game rather, between the Benbrook Bobcats and the Eagle Mountain Knights. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we'll be back with the Pinnacle Bank pregame show right here on the Peak One Sports Network.
There are some things that every Texan holds close to their heart. ATM Live lets you make the most of those things by helping you quickly cover your banking needs. You can cash a check, make a withdrawal without a debit card, all with a live teller to lend a hand, and all without stepping foot in a branch. Because we know what matters most in this Texan life. After all, we're not just a bank in Texas, we're Texas in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
With 2 decades of design and graphics experience, Apogee Graphics provides a wide variety of print options to meet your advertising needs. Visit apogeegraphics.com and take your vision to new heights.
Please join us in a moment of silence. Thank you. Remain standing for our national anthem performed by the Eagle Mountain Varsity Choirs.
Now the national anthem is over. It is time for some Texas high school football here on the Peak One Sports Network. We are back here at Knight Stadium, the first time since week 1 where we witnessed the first game in Eagle Mountain history. Since then, they've been pretty busy. They've won a couple of games on a 2-game winning streak. They have a 2-2 record as they host the undefeated 4-0 Benbrook Bobcats. We talked with Coach Jeremy Mullins, Eagle Mountain High School, as they set up for the kickoff. Had a few questions for him since the last time we saw him a few weeks ago, asking him how it feels to get his first couple of wins under his belt. And Coach Mullins says winning's always better than losing, of course, so it feels good to win, and he's sure it's getting some of the pressure off the guys that the first one is they've gotten through that first win. And right now we have Eagle Mountain set to receive the kick from the Bobcats. The crowd's starting to get loud. Here it is, and we are underway in Fort Worth, Texas. A short kickoff, and a pretty good return up to about past the 40-yard line. And the Knights will take over with really good field position on their first drive of the game. Back with Jeremy Mullins in our interview earlier this week, asking him if they're exceeding expectations so far this year. I know last time we talked to him, he wasn't going to put a measuring stick with wins and losses being the first ever season for this program. As we see this, getting a good look at this Eagle Mountain offense. And he's going to hand it up to the middle, breaks a couple of tackles. He's passed it for the first down into Bobcat territory and down to about the 38-yard line. It'd be first down in the Bobcat territory. Coach Mullins did go on to say on the question about expectations is that he supposes that, depending on whose expectations you're talking about, is the ball is handed off again, ran up the middle for about a 3-yard gain. He says he thinks it's something these guys should be proud of, getting 2 wins in their first 4 games. And it's really what they believed that they could do all along, and that they're just doing the right things each week. Second down, about 8 yards to go here for the Knights. Handed off once again up the middle for a short gain. The offensive line moved that ball just a little bit for this team. And we asked Coach Mullins, now that you've had a few games, the last time we interviewed him was before this team ever had an official game, what adjustments have you made? What changes have you had to deal with? And he said there's been a few personal changes that he believed has helped get his guys in a better position to be successful. So as we get the 3rd and 5 play here, it looks like they're changing the call, looking over at the sideline. Now getting ready, 3 receivers set. Ball snap, they're going to hand it off again right up the middle. And he's going to fight for those yards, but he's going to be short by about 3 or 4 yards. Coach Mullins said outside of those few personal changes, they haven't made any real drastic adjustments. He said our staff has done a great job of keeping their heads down and going to work, trying to do the ordinary, exceptional well each day. And he's going to fake handoff, roll out, pass over to the right, and they are going to get the first down on that 4th down attempt. Going to reset the markers. Now they have the ball inside the 30, first down. Ball snapped. He's going to be quarterback keeper. He's going to run it up for short gain, if any. We're going to have second down. Second down, 9 yards to go. They're waiting for the call right here. 3 receivers set, 2 receivers to the left, now running over to the right. It's going to be another quarterback keeper. He's going to cut back inside and get tackled for about a 4 or 5 yard gain. It'll be third down here in just a minute. Another quarterback keeper running over to the left, and he's going to be tackled short of the 4th down. Quarterback keeper by Bryson Vindiola. So I would imagine it looks like they're sending their field goal unit on. I figured they would go for it again now that it was 4th and 3. They went for it 4th and 4, but now this is a more manageable field goal. Trying to get the Knights on the board first. It's about a 39-yard attempt. Ball is snapped. Kick is up, and it is good. So right here, pretty quickly in this game, on their first drive, the Knights march down the field, get a couple of 3rd down conversions, get the 4th down conversion, and get the first points of the game. So with 7:36 left in the first quarter, we have a 3-point lead. The Knights lead the Bobcats 3-0. We'll be right back to Peak One Sports Network.
With 2 decades of design and graphics experience, Apogee Graphics provides a wide variety of print options to meet your advertising needs. Visit apogeegraphics.com and take your vision to new heights.
Back here at Eagle Mountain High School. Getting ready for the kickoff after the Knights take the early lead over the Bobcats. Setting us up to get a look at this Benbrook Bobcats offense. Off. Going to go about to the 20-yard line where the Bobcat receiver will take it. He's up to the 30 and will be tackled just past the 32-yard line, and that is where the Bobcat offense will take over. Everybody listening right now on our YouTube page, go ahead and get in the chat. Tell us what you are, what teams you are following, cheering for. See GC Universe back. That I'm back yet again. I'm at the Saginaw game, so I'll give y'all score updates. We do appreciate that. Again, I'm Ashton Nix filling in for Ross Bates as he's battling that rush hour traffic on a Friday afternoon. This game starting a little bit earlier than normal. Ball snapped, thrown over to the right, ball caught past the 35, almost to the 40-yard line for a decent gain. It'll be second down here for Benbrook. This Bobcat offense set up a 3 receiver set. Ball at the 39-yard line. Second down. Barton throws it over to the right. Ball's caught for a short gain, but that'll be enough for the first down. Ball up to the 45-yard line. And there is a player down. It looks like he's going to get caught back up. And it looks like we are going to resume here. 1st and 10 for Benbrook at the 45-yard line. Set up with 3 receivers, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Barton in shotgun. He's going to hand it off right up the middle, past midfield, close to the 1st down marker. See where they spot it. They're got down right at the 48-yard line. Okay, 2nd and 7. Martin's going to keep it. He runs over the right. He's past midfield. He's going to be tackled at the 46-yard line, 47 rather, and it will be a 3rd and short for the Bobcat offense. Ross had the opportunity to talk with the Benbrook Bobcats head coach, Cody Slater. We will be back. When he gets in here, we'll talk more about that interview as the Bobcats line up for this 3rd and short. Going to hand the ball off, spin out of a tackle, and get just enough for the 1st down, but there is a flag on the play. Let the ref settle this out and see what happens. Looks like it's probably on the offense. Bobcats moving back just a bit. We'll be holding on Benbrook. Offensive lineman Adrian Cardenas with the holding penalty. That's going to make this 3rd and long. They call those 3rd down holds drive killers. And you go from a 3rd and 2 where I think he had the 1st down regardless of the hold, and now they move it back to a 3rd and 10, which will more than likely be a pass situation for Benbrook. 4 receivers set, 3 receivers to the right. Barton in a shotgun formation. He's going to call his back out there to the 4th. He's going to fake it over to the right, throw it to the left, and the Knights defense are all over it after about a 3-yard gain. It'll be 4th and 7, and likely a punting situation. We'll see. We haven't seen them switch teams yet. Maybe they're going to go for it here in midfield. And they're at least going to line up to do it. 4th down, 7 yards to go at the 48-yard line. 4 receivers set. Barton all alone in the backfield. They're trying to draw him off sides. That's what it looked like, and now there is going to be a timeout called by the Bobcats. Likely to see the punt team come on after this. We will go to commercial break and be right back to see what they do on 4th down here on the Peak One Sports Network.
There are some things that every Texan holds close to their heart. ATM Live lets you make the most of those things by helping you quickly cover your banking needs. You can cash a check, make a withdrawal without a debit card, all with a live teller to lend a hand, and all without stepping foot in a branch. Because we know what matters most in this Texan life. After all, we're not just a bank in Texas, we're Texas in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Back here at Knight Stadium just in time for this 4th down punt for the Bobcats. GC Universe saying Saginaw kicks off at 7:30. Let's see how far this punt's going to go, and it is away. Going to be received about the 18-yard line, ran over to the right, past 1 defender, and out of bounds just past the 35-yard line. That's where the Eagle Mountain offense will take over. right, the Knights are going to take over for their second possession of the game, up 3-0. Here, getting late into the first quarter of play. Have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line. Ball snap's going to be handed off right up the middle. Got about 4 yards there before the defense closed in, so we'll have 2nd down coming up here for the Knights. Evelyn Dukes is in the chat saying, "Go Knights." Go ahead and, if you're listening on YouTube, go ahead and get in the chat. Tell us who you're cheering for. GC Universe already said they were at the Saginaw Rough Riders game. And help us keep up to date with some of the scores here around the state of Texas. If your team is playing, the ball snapped, quarterback keeper right up the middle for Bryson Vindiola. The 3rd down for the Knights, 3rd and 6. See what Coach Mullins does in this situation. Emmanuel Webb. Where's the Saginaw game? We are covering Eagle Mountain tonight. I'll give you an update on the rest of our schedule here coming up. Vindiola back to pass, those over the right. The ball's caught about 5 yards short of, 5 yards short of midfield, just past the 1st down marker. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Knights, 45-yard line. And, here on the Peak One Sports Network, we cover a few Eagle Mountain ISD schools as the ball is handed off over the right, and he's going to be tackled for no gain. 2nd down coming up. We cover Chisholm Trail High School, Eagle Mountain High School, and Saginaw High School. So this week we're at Eagle Mountain. Next week we are actually off again before going down the home stretch of the Texas high school football season. Dan Boyer says, "Go Knights." Dan here, one of our contributors here on the Peak One Sports Network. In motion, but flag before the snap. We'll see what it's going to be. False start. A false start on the Knights. So they're going to move it back a bit for the 2nd down play. Again, I am Ashton Nix filling in for Ross Bates, who should be in here any minute now to finish off this game for us. So after they move back due to the penalty, it's 2nd down, 14 yards to go for the Knights. 3 receivers to the left. Beniola back, throws it over to the right. And that's going to be picked off. So the Bobcats are going to take over with really good field position on the other side of the field. Switch sides here really quick. No commercial break. We're going to stick with it here. So the Bobcats are going to take over at the Eagle Mountain 36-yard line. Four receiver set, 2 on each side with Martin and shotgun. Ball snapped. He's going to hand it off. The run over to the right for about a 5-yard gain. 2nd down. No. Second down, 5 yards to go. Quarterback keeper for Barton. He's going to run past the 1st down to the 20-yard line. 1st down for the Bobcats.
Alrighty, folks. Well, barring some traffic, we're back here. And we'll start with the shotgun snap and a big throw out to the left side. Caught for a touchdown. Excellent play. Boy, that's the way to start a game. If you're stuck in traffic, you get to come right up to the booth and see a big scoring play. And that is going to be their quarterback there for the Benbrook Bobcats. That's going to be Brennan Barton. So good display there. Well, folks, I'm so sorry. You know, can't help traffic. I got trapped in the express lanes, and so it was a very rough go about it. But the extra point is up and good by the Bobcats. Kicker Andy Garcia. I talked with Coach Slater earlier this week, and he was telling me that the leg on Andy Garcia is already impressive, and he's just a sophomore. So we expect to see a lot more out of that pretty soon. So we'll get set for kickoff from the Bobcats. Right now your score, Eagle Mountain 3, Benbrook 7. And with that touchdown taking the lead. Not too much time left to go here in the first quarter. Looks like about 18 seconds left. So I mentioned Barton on that last play. Barton has played all 4 games this year. He's 44 for 78, which is good for about a 56% completion percentage. 641 yards coming into tonight, with 5 touchdowns and only 3 interceptions. So definitely a player to watch tonight, and we'll have to see if Coach Mullins and that Eagles defense can slow him down. So the kickoff fielded just shy of the 30 and went straight out of bounds. I believe the ball's going to be on about the 28-yard line. And that might be a real good time for a short break. So let's take a quick one, and we'll be right back with you on the Peak One Sports Network.
There are some things that every Texan holds close to their heart. ATM Live lets you make the most of those things by helping you quickly cover your banking needs. You can cash a check, make a withdrawal without a debit card, all with a live teller to lend a hand, and all without stepping foot in a branch. Because we know what matters most in this Texan life. After all, we're not just a bank.
And we are back just in time for a nice little run over the left side. Not good for much. But stand by. We'll have a score update for you here shortly. And it looks like that is the end of the first quarter. So at the end of the first, still 7-3. Knights have the ball with 2nd and 10 from the 28. We'll take one more quick timeout with them while they switch sides of the field, and we'll be right back.
Are you a busy parent? Whether it's work or pleasure, that's where Valerie's Kid Care comes in. We have been in business for 34 years. We are family owned and operated. We take kids from 0 to 5 years old. We enjoy playing, learning, and even preparing for kindergarten. We are located at 404 Belmont Street in Saginaw. Stop by or give us a call at 817-232-5971. Valerie's Kid Care. We treat your kids like they are our own.
All right, folks, welcome back to Friday Night Football live on the Peak One Sports Network. Having some technical difficulties here tonight, too, with their internet, so we see some of you guys in the chat there talking about video and audio, and so we're doing the best we can, and we'll go ahead and go back down to the field. Got that shotgun formation. He's got runners on both sides. He's going to hand it off. And cannot, whoa, hit 3 guys, bounces outside and for extra yards, and boy, what a run there on that one by Hussein. That's a sophomore, 5'11", 150. We talked about a lot in the first game that we covered for him in their first game ever, and he had some pretty powerful runs in that one too, so we'll look to see more from him as he looks to stay in the game. Third and 3 from the 35 for the Knights. Single back set with his man in motion, and he's going to keep it himself, running out to the right and back inside, zigzagging across the first down line to gain, and excellent run by the quarterback on that one. Mr. Mendiola himself. Still a junior, pretty tall for a junior, 6'1", help him see over that line pretty easy. So Mendiola will take the snap and hand off up the middle, big gain, and all the way into Bobcat territory across the 40. So a run there. Looked like Cameron Henderson. Side to about the 10. And so what a run there by Terry Starks, the other junior running back. Great play on that one. So another first down for the Knights, now in the red zone. Vindiola has Starks in the backfield, 3 wide to the left, or 3 to the left, and Vindiola's going to keep it. And a nice gain. Looks like he made it just about to the 6. We'll have to see where he spots it, but that'll bring up 2nd and 8. Okay, so 2nd and 7, correction. 2nd and 7 from the 8, so not Not quite a goal situation, but I mean, you're so close at this point, you might as well. At Bobcat defense, definitely looking to make a stance here. When I talked with Coach Slater, he told me a little bit about these defensive ends he's got and the defensive line. And so it looks like a nice run from Starks up the middle, trying to power into the end zone, and it looked like he was denied. And that Bobcat defensive line really made a push to keep him out of the end zone. And another attempt there to push it in, waiting for a spot from the judges, and they're looking like it's short. So they're going to bring up a 2nd and short to go. Vindiola very close up there. Looks like he's going to do the shove, and he gets in. So Eagle Mountain comes right back down to retake the lead. And with the expectation of the extra point, the Knights are looking to lead this game 10-7. Currently 9-7, waiting on that extra point attempt. And some substitutions coming now. Trying to mix up that Bobcat defense just a little bit. Looks like Jack Garcia is set for the extra point attempt. Players trying to get off the field. Did he get off in time? It looks like the refs are going to go ahead and give it to him. And I think they're discussing whether or not they're going to have to redo this one, because as you can see at the top of the screen, number 11 for the Bobcats, Lucas Jackson, probably that speed kind of outside gunner on a point after attempt, that he was running to get off the field, and then now they're taking off another player. I'm not very good at counting here, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so they had too many men on the field, had to swap it out. So looks like we'll get another attempt from Jack Garcia for the extra point for the Knights with about just under 8 minutes to go in the first half. Kicks up, and this time we do get the signal from the officials, making it good. So your score, the Eagle Mountain Knights 10, the Benbrook Bobcats 7. We'll be right back with more coverage of Friday Night Football live here on the Week 1 Sports Network.
Your go-to destination for mouth-watering Texas barbecue is right here in Fort Worth. Try Red's Barbecue today, located at 7335 Boat Club Road, and sink your teeth into some delicious barbecue smoked low and slow over authentic Texas post oak wood. That's Red's Barbecue, open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Drive-thru now available.
And we're back here on Friday Night Football. Ross Bates, delayed after some traffic, but happy to join you. And we're happy all of you guys are with us. See you there in the chat. Make sure you let us know where you're watching from and who you're watching for. If you've got a friend or maybe a family member, or maybe you're just on staff at one of these schools and couldn't make the game tonight, or maybe you're just a big fan of Friday Night Football. Well, let us know where you're watching from. We'll try to shout you out, let you know that we see you. And we're getting set now for the kickoff from Garcia to give the ball back to the Bobcats after the rushing touchdown. And this one looks like it's going to bounce into the end zone for a touchback. So quick look at the rosters here for the Bobcats. Going by number, we got number 1, Waylon Barton. He's a wide receiver, junior. Number 2, Carlos Harris. He is a running back, sophomore for the Bobcats. And it looks like Might be back there now. Brennan Barton, the quarterback, number 17. Got 4 wide and is running back offset to the right with the man in motions. Kind of a cool play there. It was like a rush up the middle, but kind of a fake end around almost. Looked like he was going to throw it back there to Lucas Jackson, but just giving his running back time to move up the field. Brady Gordon is definitely someone we'll want to talk about, guys. So number 20, he's a senior, and when, he is in the backfield now. When I talked with Coach Slater, he actually told me game 3, quick pass there on the screen, and working, and boy, they didn't quit fighting on that one, but able to get out of bounds. Might be just a little bit short of the first down marker, but correction, way short. Looks like it's going to be about 3rd and 6 now. So score update, we've got Midlothian and Joshua. Midlothian actually looks like they got a safety. Their score is 2, and Joshua 10 in the second quarter. So we'll keep our eyes on that one and make sure we keep you updated. But like I was saying, Brady Gordon actually broke his femur in week 3 of last year and is already back starting for the Bobcats and is their leading rusher coming into tonight. And a nice pass and boy, way to use the block there to get the extra yards and get the first down for the Bobcats. Brennan Barton threw it out there real quick and with some good blocking from, looks like Cade Cross, another name we'll probably remember tonight. But Cade Cross had a pretty good block out in front of him and was able to help them get the first. So 1st and 10 from the 36 now, still in their own territory, but approaching the logo for Eagle Mountain. And they'll get there just after the first down. About 6.5 minutes left to go in the first half. And the nice run up the middle again. Looked like it was Brady Gordon. That Eagle Mountain defense you saw sent the blitz on the last one. They sent Justin Fox, the junior, around the outside. And we've seen some big plays from him and lots of speed, and lots of power. So, of course, Eagle Mountain will be looking to put the pressure on Barton. But another run for Gordon up the middle. All right, so just a shout out here. We got Cynthia Vindiola. I'm watching for number 2 from Far North Worth. That's going to be Mr. Bryson Vindiola. Of course, we're a big fan of Cynthia as well. She joins us every time we're covering Eagle Mountain. So good to have you. And glad you could tune in and watch Bryson play. So 3rd and 3 now. Ball on the 43. Just over 5 minutes left to go. Bobcats are driving, looking to get this 3rd and manageable. And this time Barton's gonna roll out and throw over, and he's got a man wide open, and he cuts back across the field, and he has got the speed, but I don't think he'll get away. And it took him all the way down past inside the 15 to catch him. But talk about Cade Cross. I told you, folks, we're gonna have to watch out for him tonight. Coach Slater let me know he's definitely got all the qualities that you would want in a wide receiver. So there you are, introduced to Cade Cross, the senior. Also plays linebacker. So kind of a lot of the guys on this Bobcat team are Ironmen, playing both sides. And another interesting fact, of all of the seniors on the roster, 3 of them actually started since freshman year, and about a quarter of the rest of the seniors started as from sophomores. So these guys have a lot of experience, a lot of snaps, to their name. And so now they're set up with the 1st and 10 from the 12. Barton has Carlos Harris in the backfield with him, 2 wide receivers out to the far side and 1 on the close, and it looks like another run up the middle, but stopped very quickly by that Knight defense. That's going to be 53, Jace Lunsford. He's a junior, 6'2", 190. Definitely not a guy I'd want to run into. Dan Boyer commenting, we're watching for Ross. Well, thank you, Dan. I appreciate that. I had written a very nice intro and had this awesome thing going, but man, that traffic just kept me from bringing here. So hopefully the guys did a good job keeping y'all entertained while I was gone. So looks like Barton with a quick pass out to the right side. 1 man to beat and an ankle tackle there. Nice wrap up in the open field, brings him down around the 5. So that'll bring up 3rd and 2. Certainly manageable. But the way that the Eagle Mountain defense has been clogging up that middle, I'd be excited to see if they're going to think about going to the outside here. Looks like Cade Cross out here on the near side and kind of that strong formation. They're going to hand it off to the left side, but guess who's there? Justin Fox on the stop. Looks like it wasn't quite enough to get the first, so it is going to be a 4th down. The Bobcats looking over to Coach Slater for the call to see what they're going to do here, because, you know, you could tie it up. I mean, it would be a pretty easy field goal and hope that your defense makes a stop so that you go into the halftime tied, but looks like we're going to see him go for it here, if at least to get the first down, but I would imagine taking a stab at the end zone here. Could be, yeah, okay, never mind, folks. Just trying to draw the Knights offside and then taking the timeout to set up for the field goal. And so as is tradition, they're going to take a timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout here in the booth, and we'll be right back with more Friday Night Football here on the Peak One Sports Network.
Hello, fellow dog lovers. Korri Bennett here, owner and head trainer at the Dapper Dog Academy, located in Cleburne, Texas. As a passionate dog enthusiast, I've dedicated nearly 10 years to helping you and your furry friends achieve a happy and harmonious relationship. Whether you are seeking basic obedience or have specific behavioral goals, I tailor each training session to meet the unique needs of your pup. My goal is to make training an enjoyable experience for you and your dog. Contact the Dapper Dog Academy on Facebook or at the number below and let us help you bring out the very best in your furry family member.
If your athlete struggles with ball security, visit highandtight.com and don't let another fumble cost you. Highandtight.com helps athletes of all ages learn the fundamentals of protecting the ball using advanced training tools and cutting-edge technology that provide instant audible feedback, helping players master their grip and hold on to the ball like never before. Visit highandtight.com and use promo code PEAK1 for 10% off today. That's highandtight.com.
Yes. Yep, go ahead and do it. Alrighty, folks, so we came back just in time to see a Bobcat touchdown. That was Brady Gordon with a big run up the middle and able to get in for 6. So currently the score 13-10 in favor of the Benbrook Bobcats, but looks like we're going to have our kicker out here, Andy Garcia. Now, don't worry, folks. I know that you're worried, but I am looking at the right rosters, and both kickers on both teams are both named Garcia. So it'll be pretty easy for me to remember that tonight. All of the kicks brought to you by the Garcias. So 2.5 minutes left in the first half. We're going to take a look here, and it looks like they did update the scoreboard, so it's 14-10 now. Benbrook on top. Make sure you guys pay attention, or stay tuned and pay attention to the great and wise Ashton Nix. He'll be here for the halftime score update brought to you by the Burleson Buzz, featuring Ashton Nix. And that is a treat. Usually that's happening while we're watching the halftime show here in the stadium. So if you've got a kiddo or a friend in the band or maybe on the dance team or cheerleader, you'll get to see him at halftime too. We like to make sure we leave that broadcast up for you. Nice, pretty night here in Fort Worth. as always, overlooking the skyline of downtown. You can see it lit up very nice over there. But we're focused on this place right here, right now. All right, so the Bobcats with the kind of awkward kickoff, but maybe trying to do that so that there's not a return, and it looks like it might have just barely worked out for him. Avon Bolin there taking it up, and only had that one man outside to beat, but a good tackle there by the Bobcat defender to bring him down. Got another score update for you here. I'll bring it to you right after this play from Eagle Mountain out of the shotgun. Another handoff up the middle and met immediately right before the 50. So Vindiola hands it off like Starks on the carry. Brings up 2nd and 8. And that score update I was telling you about, Saginaw right now up 7-0 over Wyatt. So that's one to keep your eyes on. I believe Saginaw is still undefeated on the season, so we'll see if they can hold on to that one. Mindiola's got 4 wide now. Quick look out left, and lots of room. Good for the first down. That was Cameron Henderson on the catch, and add another one to his tally. So 1st and 10 now. Vindiola, another handoff up the middle. Big hole and inside the 40. Goes Cameron Henderson. Yeah, we talk about the defensive line and the size for the Bobcats. Zachary Burks and Jack Roberts and Jaden Nunez, kind of the big 3. Quick run out, good for another first down for the Knights. Cameron Henderson again, he's a sophomore, 6'3", 165. So that's a guy who can run and catch, and pretty tall. So we had a penalty on the play, and so they're going to move it back here quite a bit and replay the down. So 2nd and 14 now for the Knights. And it looks like a timeout on the field. I believe it's going to be a Eagle Mountain timeout. So we'll take a short break, and we'll be right back with you with about 1:04 left. Your score 14-10 in favor of the Benbrook Bobcats. Welcome back, folks. So Eagle Mountain taking the field now after the timeout. I'm sure Coach Mullins had some words of wisdom to share with them as they were getting ready to go out on the 2nd and 12. I'm sure one of them was, let's watch those penalties. So Vindiola rolling out right, looking downfield, finds him. Here's Cameron Henderson, and he's on the run. Look at the speed. Nobody's going to get him, and a touchdown for the Eagle Mountain Knights. Vindiola to Cameron Henderson. An excellent play from the 46. Touchdown, and the Eagle Mountain Knights take the lead back with under a minute to go in the first half. Up 16-14 now, awaiting a kick from a Garcia. This one is Jack Garcia. What a display of speed and athleticism there by Cameron Henderson. And I was just telling you folks, I mean, he's tall, he can catch, he's fast, and you know, I certainly figured we'd see him in the end zone at some point tonight. So we've got a little talk going there on the field there with the coach and referees, and we'll have to just kind of wait and see what's going on. All right, and whatever it was, it's fixed. So Jack Garcia getting ready for the extra point attempt. It's up and through. Signal from the judges is good. So now the Knights 17, the Benbrook Bobcats 14, with under a minute left to go. And this one is already starting to look like an exciting game. You know, we've got the Knights trying to protect their castle here on Mount Eagle from the hungry herd of Bobcats that are undefeated currently, looking to stay that way. And talking with Coach Slater, I asked him if being undefeated coming into this game has any changes to the mentality, and he said that they don't really think about it much, and that tonight's not about Eagle Mountain, it's more about them and playing to their own standards, and it's their belief that if they do play to those standards, that the scoreboard will take care of itself. So certainly hasn't hurt so far. 2 big touchdown plays, and the Knights responding right back. So we'll get set for a kickoff from the Knights here. Make sure if you haven't already, if you're watching us, like and subscribe, and let us know where you're watching from in the chat. We love seeing it. Currently this season, we've already had viewers from South America and Europe and the Middle East and all over the United States tuning in to watch Texas high school football. So if you're joining us for the first time tonight, make sure you like and subscribe, and if not, make sure you've already liked and subscribed. And the kick by Garcia, what a leg, all the way back into the end zone for a touchback. No time coming off the clock there, so the Bobcats are going to have the full 54 seconds remaining in the first half to try to put some more points up on the board. Okay, so a flag on the play. All right, so it was holding on the Bobcats, so they're going to move him back, and that's definitely not what you're looking for. If you're a Bobcat fan, you want to be going closer to that Eagle Mountain end zone rather than farther away. So we'll see how they handle here. They are going to go ahead and give it a 1st and 10, but the ball is going to be spotted from the 15. So Barton in the backfield with the snap. And a handoff up the middle, good to about the 20. By 20, Brady Gordon. So now 4 wide for the Bobcats, and another handoff to Brady Gordon, met immediately by that Knights defensive line. And it actually looked like it was actually Justin Fox again playing on the other side there. So now 3 men on the line, it looks like, is what they're going to do here for the defensive formation. And maybe we have another flag or... Ooh, okay. Well, the clock was running, folks, and so that's why they stopped playing. So that'll do it for the first half. 17-14 for the Knights and the Bobcats. Knights leading. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back. We're going to show you some halftime show. We'll have the score update brought to you by the Burleson Buzz featuring Ashton Nix. And we'll be right back with that here on the Peak One Sports Network Friday Night Football.
In a land far away, where creativity knows no bounds, there's a place where your imagination comes to life. At Apogee Graphics, we transform your ideas into stunning reality with top quality prints and 3D creations. Whether near or far, let your story unfold. Apogee Graphics. Take your vision to new heights.
Thank you for calling the Pizza Bistro. Are you calling to order pickup or delivery? In case you didn't know, you can now order online at pizzatx.com. It's quick, easy, and convenient. Do it once and we'll save your address and preferences for future orders for even faster ordering. You can also download our app to your iPhone or Android device. It's practically like having a piece of pizza in your pocket. Search the Pizza Bistro in your phone's app store today. The downside is you'll never be able to hear this incredibly well-produced and cheerful on-hold message ever again. Guess what? Okay, we'll just tell you. The Boat Club Road location has a new game room for both kids and adults that has shiny new machines so cool you'll never want to leave. We also have games you can play right at your table. Trivia, ring toss, tic-tac-toe, and more. Hunker down and have a cold drink and a delicious pizza while you challenge your friends and family with fun entertainment for everyone. There are some things that every Texan holds close to their heart. ATM Live lets you make the most of those things by helping you quickly cover your banking needs. You can cash a check, make a withdrawal without a debit card, all with a live teller to lend a hand, and all without stepping foot in a branch. Because we know what matters most in this Texan life. After all, we're not just a bank in Texas, we're Texas in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Your Emerald Line football officers are junior Kylie Robinson, sophomore Abigail Estes. The Emerald Line team of the week is freshman Bailey Crawford. Tonight's performance is a Palmer team to Let Me Think About It. The Emerald line is under the direction of Jacob Brown. The Emerald line would like to thank the Benbrook teaching, coaching, and administrative staff for their unwavering support. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2024-2025 Emerald line.
Hello and welcome to the Burleson Buzz halftime score update. It's brought to you by the Burleson Buzz. You can follow the Burleson Buzz on X or Twitter, however you prefer to do it, at the Burleson Buzz, as we're getting ready to get this next band onto the field. You can watch it here. We'll stay on. We're not going to go to commercial break. But real quick, let's update a few scores around the Metroplex. South Grand Prairie is trailing Arlington right now, 15-14. Crowley over Weatherford right now in the second quarter, 28-14. Godley beating Mineral Wells 14-7, also in the second quarter. North Crowley shutting out Mansfield Legacy 28-0. Burleson Centennial up on Cleburne 28-14. Joshua and Midlothian are at the half right now. Joshua leading that game 10-8. Chisholm trail Arlington Heights in the first quarter. Arlington Heights leads that one 8-6. And then we have a few scores from yesterday, Thursday night football around the Metroplex. Denton Ryan beating Granbury 63-20. Aledo over Fossil Ridge 63-3. Lone Star over Heritage 48-7. And of course, this game right here in Fort Worth at Eagle Mountain High School, the Knights lead the Benbrook Bobcats 14-7. Be sure to follow the Burleson Buzz for all of their high school score updates as well on Twitter at the Burleson Buzz.
And now, under the field direction of Drum Major Robert Hike, the Benbrook High School Marching Band. is Jason Oliver. Sponsors for the Benbrook game are Urgent Care Texas. How about another huge round of applause for the Benbrook High School marching band? And now, ladies and gentlemen, now taking the field for your halftime runners, the Eagle Mountain District and Night Today. Introducing the Advanced Officers, Lieutenant Logan Adams, Lieutenant Nicole Pinnacle. The social officers are Vice President Kieran Hatt, President Jordan Hill, the Jessica Believe Keely Court, Stephanie Nick Harris. For the Jessica, we'd like to thank Dapper Dog Academy, Regional Health Management for being gold medal sponsors. Let's hear it from the Jessica performing a palm routine. Academy will be performing their 2024 show entitled That For Me, A Hero's Journey. The program shows 13 entertainment by the movie across the COVID. Heroes acting on like Ian Tang, and Gavin Greenway's Illuminations Constructions of Earth. Some leaders from the magazine are Natalie Alvarado and Sophia Addison. Some leaders will begin the performance when ready.
welcome back, fans, to Friday Night Football. We've got an exciting second half for you as the Eagle Mountain Band finishes up their halftime show. Got some score updates coming, and we're getting in the chat now. We fixed some stuff, folks. You know, our cameras are looking better. We can see our chat now, and boy, I tell you, I'm ready for second half football. Getting ready for it. Looking over the chat here, I see Mr. Nesbitt is a Knight fan from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So thanks for joining us. Hope you're still on. And Daniel Boyer, of course. Caleb Bartlett says he loves the stream. He goes to school here, and it's awesome that he can watch the games when he can't make it. So glad to have you, Caleb. GG Universe, thanks for the shout out for the score update there. We see you over there at the Saginaw game helping us. And also, Emmanuel, we see you wanting to air the Saginaw game. Well, I've got good news for you. We are going to be airing some more Saginaw games. This year, we've got on October 18th, Pascal is actually coming to play against Saginaw. And then also on November 8th, Chisholm Trail coming to play against Saginaw. And both teams, we cover Chisholm Trail and Saginaw, so it'll be a good one. But that's not the whole schedule. We are going to be off next week for another off week, but then when we come back, we'll be back at it with Northside coming to take on Chisholm Trail, and then that Pascal Saginaw game I was telling you about. Then followed by Bridgeport versus Eagle Mountain, October 25th. That's going to be our spooky game, I believe, right, Ashton? We're going to do some spooky stuff for that one. And then Polytechnic the week after coming into Chisholm Trail. And then lastly, that last game of our season is going to be Chisholm Trail versus Saginaw. Probably some big implications in district play and potentially some playoff implications. All right, Dan says our camera looks great now. Can't wait for a win tonight. See what he did there, folks. Now make sure you're getting active in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from or who you're supporting so we know who to shout out. You know, if you got a friend or a family member on the team, make sure you shout it out. And as they do their, I believe this is the homecoming court. Let's see if we can't get Ashton in here. Oh, hey, Cynthia, I see you in the chat again. Shout out number 2, Bryson Vindiola. Keep fighting for the win. Absolutely, man. Great play by him. And sure is good to have such a big fan of the team in the chat. So, Ashton, are you with us?
Yes, Ross, I am here.
Fantastic. Well, let's get a little score update for these folks.
Okay, we have Burleson Centennial leading Cleburne 28-14 at halftime. That game is being played at Yellow Jacket Stadium in Cleburne, and we also have, thanks to Robert Sims, who give me some score updates, the Lake Country Christian Eagles trailing the New Boston Lions 20-0.
And as we see the Eagle Mountain Knights taking the field for the start of the second half. Bobcats will be joining them shortly thereafter on the opposite side of the field. If you're seeking a superior energy drink to replace those inferior caffeinated beverages, Dubby contains 0 maltodextrin, 0 artificial colors or dyes, and 0 proprietary blends. The coffee fruit extract is the star of this delicious drink, helping you to energize without the jitters or crash. Order Dubby using code PEAK1 and enjoy 10% off your order today. Are you craving barbecue on the go? Swing by Red's Barbecue drive-thru and satisfy your hunger in a flash. That's Red's Barbecue, where every bite is a taste of Texas heaven. And don't miss their daily specials, starting at just $6, served up hot and fresh from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., Monday through Saturday. Or maybe you've got a large group you need to feed. Blow their minds with the biggest pizza in Texas. The Pizza Bistro's 24-inch Texan pizza can be cut into 45 squares of deliciousness only at the Pizza Bistro. And if pizza just isn't your jam today, try the Pizza Bistro's mouth-watering potato skins, 6 with every order, topped with cheese, cream, bacon, and chives. And so we're getting set, folks, ready for the second half kickoff. Make sure you're letting us know if you're with us. Make sure you've liked and subscribed and followed the Peak One Sports Network on all your social media platforms to stay up to date with the latest sports news and events. Follow us at Peak One Sports Today. So second half kickoff coming from Garcia. And as we get set, a reminder, your score, the Knights leading 17 over Benbrook Bobcats 14. And another kick from Garcia goes back for a touchback. So the Bobcats able to keep up tonight, keeping the game close. Of course, you'll remember right before halftime, the Knights went up again to take the lead by 3. So now we'll have Brennan Barton, the junior quarterback, in the backfield with his running back, Brady Gordon. And he will give to Gordon, who misses a man and meets the rest of the Knights defense. And boy, they were all working to get him down, but a guy like Gordon is hard to bring down. Snowman Multimedia checking in for the first time. Good to have you. Hope you enjoy. We just bring the games to all of you folks all over for free on YouTube and Facebook, so that maybe you just want to watch some Friday night football and you don't feel like going out and buying a ticket. Maybe you can't make the game. Either way, we're here for you. And Barton is rolling out to the left, finds a man open, and he is dragged out of bounds. That looked like that was Carlos Harris, number 2. Oh, correction, that's number 3. Guys, you know my bad eyes. Deshaun Dean. He's a junior running back listed on the roster, also a defensive back. It looks like getting a little time at wide receiver, and certainly don't blame Coach Slater for that. Kid's definitely got some talent, and he's going to stay lined up here on the near side with 2 out to the far side and a single man back in the backfield. Barton quick fire out to that sideline at the 50, 45 into Knights territory and out of bounds just shy of the 40. Real close. We'll have to see. It looks like they're going to mark it just a little bit short of that first down. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 1 from the 41 of the Eagle Mountain Knights. About 10.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. So we've seen a lot of the play action runs and play action passes from Barton. We'll see what the Eagles or the Knights defense has on this one. Brought the blitz, but looked like that little slant route here on the near side was able to get them the first down. Well, folks, the Dapper Dog Academy is a top-notch training academy located in Cleburne, Texas. Owner and head trainer Korri Bennett has nearly 10 years experience helping your canine companions become the best version of themselves. Contact Korri and the Dapper Dog Academy on Facebook and book your consultation today. So more pressure from the Eagle Mountain defense, and they were able to get in the backfield and bring Brady Gordon down for a loss. Now Gordon's checking out, and it looks like Carlos Harris checking in. So we'll look for the speed and elusiveness, kind of that 1B to the 1A of Brady Gordon and his power running. It's got a score update here from GG Universe. Saginaw up 14-7 with about 2 minutes left. Looks like in the third quarter. Barton with the quick fire out to the right side and able to. Now we've seen a lot of that tonight. The wide receivers from the Bobcats cutting horizontally across the field to miss the tackles and the defenders, and then turning back upfield to get more yards. And that time looked like they were able to get a couple. So 3rd and 8 now from the 37, 8:40 left to go. Eagle Mountain Knights up 17-14 over the Benbrook Bobcats. Another shotgun snap for Barton. Pressure coming. Big block by the running back And he's rolling out. Can he get away? Oh, he lost the ball, and it looks like the Knights have fallen on it. And this stadium is going crazy, folks. Well, that is not going to be good for Coach Slater's Tanoga board. In our interview this week, we talked about Tanoga being a staple for the Bobcats, and that stands for take away, no giveaway. T-A-N-O-G-A, Tanoga. And so they're going to have to put that fumble there by Brennan Barton on the Tanoga board. Real quick, let's go to Ashton for another score update.
Yeah, Ross, obviously this game got started a little early, so a couple halftime score updates. Fort Worth Issa Riders up on the Milford Bulldogs 22-13. Back to you.
Thank you, Ashton. Just in time for Mr. Bryson Vendiola to take the snap, and there's a flag. So we will stop play. It was a false start, so they'll move the ball back. Looking from up here, it looks like Vendiola is going to run his two running back set here. He's got Hussein kind of out playing like a kind of where a fullback or a tight end might line up there on the end of the line, and then behind him he's got Terry Starks. So 8:15 left to go. 1st and 15 now after the penalty from the Eagle Mountain 31. 3 wide set for the Knights. And Vendiola with the handoff to Starks. Another flag in there on the play. Starks powers forward. Doesn't get too far, but we'll see what the call is. Well, make sure you guys let us know in the chat what you think about those awesome score updates from Ashton. Going to be kind of a new thing we're doing. Going directly to Ashton. Very excited. Snowman Multimedia says, I miss being in both of the Friday nights. It's been tough being on the sidelines since my pancreatic cancer surgery. Well, Snowman, we wish you luck. Those of you in the chat, make sure you send some love Snowman's way. After the penalty, it was a 10-yard penalty, so it's going to be 1st and 25 now for the Knights. Vendiola keeping it himself, and right away meeting the defensive line and number 77, Adrian Cardenas. He's one of those big defensive linemen, those seniors that we were telling you about. We've also got Daniel Hanna, Caden Hall, Shaw Stutzman, Adrian Cardenas, David Contreras, and Jeremiah Brookins, all listed as seniors on the offensive line. And as I mentioned earlier in talking with Coach Slater earlier this week, he talked about the experience his guys have, and that basically all of them could kind of be interchangeable and moved around. So this time it's a handoff to Starks, and boy, look at the speed. He's able to cut the corner and get a pretty good gain, look like about 9 or 10 yards. So it'll make it a slightly more manageable 3rd down. But now 3rd and 17, under 7.5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Whether you're in the office or on the go, you can listen to all your Peak One sports shows wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. Hit that subscribe button and never miss your favorite Peak One sports shows. So Vendiola with a fake handoff, keeping it himself, able to miss one, and goes up into the crowd, and now up by the 40. And we could bet that Cynthia is excited to see that one. That was an excellent run there, but just not enough to get the 1st down. So it'll bring up 4th and 6 for the Knights. Obviously, the Bobcats, if you guys are in the chat, we had talks that they were going to go ahead and try to get a lot of their student body in on the YouTube. But after this play, we have another score update for you. And there's the punt. Nice punt. Takes a A Knights bounce and then ended up juking left, right, and missed a couple, but couldn't get too far. And correct me if I'm wrong, that looked like Christian Dwight. So let's go to Ashton for that score update.
Thank you, Ross. A couple of halftime score updates as they're switching teams. Arlington leads South Grand Prairie at halftime 22-17. Mineral Wells trailing Godley 14-7, and North Crowley beating Mansfield Legacy 35-0 at halftime. Back to you.
Well, 35-0. Certainly what you'd want if that's your team. But as is normal with high school football, man, anything can happen. The only thing that's certain is that when the sun goes down, those lights come up, and football time in Texas can be seen all around. So now Barton hands off to Harris. Nice run, pushing, driving, and giving an extra effort there to get a lot of extra yards. Great run there by Carlos Harris of the Bobcats for the first down. Looks like Gordon back in the backfield with Barton. And they will, oh, correction, it was Harris, and another speedy run out to the outside, and that looked to me like he got the first down. We'll wait and see the spot, and definitely talking with Coach Slater, he mentioned that he's kind of got that 1A, 1B, and I mentioned it earlier, you know, the speed and elusiveness of Carlos Harris mixed with the power, you know, and just sheer will. Sheer will. That's hard to say. I apologize, folks. Brady Gordon, and boy, Carlos Harris able to get it there. So another same play, handoff out to the outside to Harris, this time up past the line of scrimmage, and just a couple more. Forced out of bounds by the Knights defense. If you're looking to make your brand stand out, Apogee Graphics specializes in bringing your creative ideas to life. From custom signs and decals to eye-catching posters and innovative 3D products, Apogee Graphics has got you covered. Big fans of Apogee Graphics. They help me out with my Roscoe Fantasy Football Show merchandise and gears for giveaway. So make sure you check them out for all of your multimedia needs. So we'll have another handoff, this time to Gordon, and he kind of hit a wall there just past the 45, we'll call it the 44. So that'll bring up 3rd and short for the Bobcats. Under 5 minutes now in the third quarter, approaching 4.5, 3rd and 2. And the Bobcats looking to get some points on the board here, at least a field goal. On this drive is what you'd want, but everybody would want a touchdown. I'm sorry, folks, I'm laughing. The Eagle Mountain scoreboard, they've put Gandalf and said, "You shall not pass." And that is pretty funny. So they do pass, though, and it's out there to Deshaun Dean again, out there on that left side, and it was good enough for the first down. So they did pass the marker. Once again, folks, we appreciate you all joining us. Make sure you let us know in the chat. Make sure you like and subscribe. Let us know where you're watching from. I'm kind of interested to see. So we had we had Pittsburgh, right, Ashton? Then we have somebody from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania watching.
Yes, Ross, that is correct. Picking up Mark Nesbitt.
Mark Nesbitt, and a flag on the play here. So we'll see if they. Well, first we'll see who the flag is on. But yeah, so definitely right now Pittsburgh, I think, is the farthest away we've seen anyone watching from. But you know, it's an open competition. Now that penalty is going to be against the Bobcats, and that's going to scoot them back again. Another, looks like 10-yard penalty. All right, so they'll line back up. 1st and 20 now And this time kind of a fake little bootleg, and Barton fires to a wide open man. Misses one, misses two, almost missed the third, and then caught from behind. So a excellent route run on that play. That was Lucas Jackson, the senior, number 11. So big time play in a big situation, needing a big gain, and they got it there. 1st and 10 now from the 18, 3 minutes left to go. Barton's got 3 wide and a single man in the backfield. It's back to Harris with that outside sweep again. And this time with the lead blocker, he gets inside the 10. Close to that 5-6 yard line. We'll call it the 6. And another just back-to-back first down plays for the Bobcats. And boy, are they hungry. So 2:43 left. 1st and goal. Ball is going to be placed at the 5. And so this is where, if you're going to show the Gandalf, this is where you'd really want it. Eagle Mountain, the Knights looking to make a big stop. We'll see if they bring any pressure from the outside. And right up the middle, and in is Carlos Harris for a Bobcat touchdown. The Eagle Mountain Knights did bring that pressure from the outside, looking to shut down the outside sweep that Carlos Harris had so much success on that drive. And Coach Slater said, well, if you're going to cover that side of the field, I'll just run it right up the middle. And that's what they did. So Benbrook takes the lead back. And we've had quite a few lead changes tonight, folks. Back and forth. And the kick by Garcia looked like it was good. So that's going to make the score 21-17 now. The Knights with that 4-point deficit looking to come back out. And I think it's be a good time we take a little break here with your coverage of Friday Night Football live on the Peak One Sports Network.
Your go-to destination for mouth-watering Texas barbecue is right here in Fort Worth. Try Red's Barbecue today, located at 7335 Boat Club Road, and sink your teeth into some delicious barbecue smoked low and slow over authentic Texas post oak wood. That's Red's Barbecue, open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Drive-thru now available.
Welcome back, folks. So we've got some action in the chat now. We just found out that we have a viewer from Idaho. El Conquistador says, go Knights, from Bloomington, Idaho. So glad you could join us. Let us know if you're watching for anybody in particular, or if you just love Texas high school football. Either way, we'd love to hear it. If you haven't gotten in the chat yet, make sure you do. Garcia's kick, kind of a squib. It bounced a couple times and ended up just north of the 30. Where it's recovered by the Knights. And they'll look to go down and get another score change. Well, folks, while other restaurants are bumping up their prices to cover the rising cost of food, the Pizza Bistro has found a way to offer you their most popular pizzas at a reduced rate. A yummy large cheese pizza for just $8. A fan favorite pepperoni pizza for just $10. Pretty thrifty, right? So Vindiola set up with 4 wide on first down, handoff, and up and inside, and he got upended. That one looked like Landon Miller. Sir.
Real quick, Ross, I looked it up. Bloomington, Iowa, 777 miles away. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, 1,200. So.
Okay, so I guess I don't know my geography, and I do apologize. Looks like Mr. Nesbitt is still our farthest viewer away. But make sure if you're watching, get in the chat, let us know where you're watching from, and we will do it. And Conquistador, I appreciate you. I tried giving it to you, but you know, we've got producers who fact check live, and that is a good quality to have. And I didn't even know that Pittsburgh was that far away, man. That's pretty far. All right, well, Vindiola hands it off. Another nice run up the middle, close to the 50-yard line, kind of right there in the middle of the logo for the Knights. Good run on that play. That's going to bring up 2nd and 5. About a minute left here in the third quarter. And another handoff up the middle and a big hole. Bouncing and rolling around there. Finally gets some extra yards. And we're going to have to wait for the spot. But to me, from up here in the booth, it does look like it's going to be short. Worked out pretty well. I didn't have to say if it was going to be short or good until I watched him put the ball down, and it is not short, so it did not work out well for me, but it did work out well for the Eagle Mountain offense. They are going to give them the first down. So 1st and 10 from the 46, about 30 seconds left in the quarter, but only 6 on the play clock, so we'll get at least one more play before the end of the quarter. And the snap, handoff, up the middle, Hussein out on the lead block. It looked like Cameron Henderson on the run again. Or correction, Terry Starks. Terry Starks with the run. And with that, that'll take us to the 4th quarter. Your score, the Benbrook Bobcats up 21-17 over the Eagle Mountain Knights. We'll be right back with some 4th quarter coverage of Friday Night Football live on the Peak One Sports Network.
Hello, fellow dog lovers. Korri Bennett here, owner and head trainer at the Dapper Dog Academy, located in Cleburne, Texas. As a passionate dog enthusiast, I've dedicated nearly 10 years to helping you and your furry friends achieve a happy and harmonious relationship. Whether you are seeking basic obedience or have specific behavioral goals, I tailor each training session to meet the unique needs of your pup. My goal is to make training an enjoyable experience for you and your dog. Contact the Dapper Dog Academy on Facebook or at the number below and let us help you bring out the very best in your furry family member.
Welcome back, folks. Glad to be here, bringing you live football on the Peak One Sports Network. So as we have it now, we've got the start of the 4th quarter. Bryson Vindiola has 4 wide receivers, and he's got Terry Starks in the backfield behind him. And they're going to run it up the middle with Starks, and he's going to get up past the 40 for a good gain. 3rd and 3 now. And it looks like we're kind of rushing here, trying to maybe catch the Bobcat defense off guard. And Vindiola, big hit on Vindiola, and he is dropped right about the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. And I'm pretty sure that's going to bring up the 4th down, but Vindiola's staying out there. So we'll see if we have another attempt to get somebody to come off sides, to draw that defense off sides, or if maybe Coach Mullins has something in store. So now trips to the left. Vindiola rolls out looking for a man downfield, finds one. Nope, intercepted. And he is running back with it. He's got a blocker coming back inside, outside, and he's going to get it back up to the 40. So let's put that on the Tanoga board. Now they're even for the night. And a great interception there by Christian Dwight, the defensive back senior. Well, if you're looking to help your team elevate their gameplay, then visit highandtight.com, where they are redefining ball security training.
Get your team ready with HighAndTight.com's top-rated training aids that provide instant feedback to players. Use promo code PEAK1 for a 10% discount and help secure your team's success today. So Barton looking to secure his team's success, going to keep it, rolls out around the line of scrimmage and dives up close to making a gain of about 9 on first down. So 10.5 minutes left to go. It'll be 2nd and 1. And real quick, I think we've got time before the play gets off. Let's go to Ashton for another score update.
Yeah, we have Chisholm Trail, another team we covered here, playing Arlington Heights, both undefeated 4-0. Chisholm Trail trails Arlington Heights 14-6 at half.
All right, 14-6 at half, and a big run and a big hit at the end of that run. So Gordon taking it up, getting the first down for the Bobcats. Big stop by the Eagle Mountain defense. And yeah, you know, Chisholm Trail definitely came into tonight undefeated as well, didn't they, Ashton?
They did, Ross, 4-0. Chisholm Trail, Saginaw 4-0 as well.
All right, so looks like we've got a fumble on a botched handoff from Barton over to Gordon, and boy, the entire stadium is pointing towards the Eagle Mountain end zone down there. Of course the players are, but you could just barely see that one, and they gave it to him. So maybe I should quit talking about the Tanoga board for the Bobcats, because as soon as they even that number up, they go back negative with another takeaway. So a fumble recovery, and talk about resetting for that Eagle Mountain offense. I mean, couple plays and you get to come back out and try to take a stab at getting the lead back with 9.5 left. So looks like a timeout on the field. We'll take a quick timeout here with you on Friday Night Football live on the Peak One Sports Network.
There are some things that every Texan holds close to their heart. ATM Live lets you make the most of those things by helping you quickly cover your banking needs. You can cash a check, make a withdrawal without a debit card, all with a live teller to lend a hand, and all without stepping foot in a branch. Because we know what matters most in this Texan life. After all, we're not just a bank.
Back just in time for a handoff from Vindiola over to Starks. Met in the backfield and dropped for a short loss. Well, quick check-in with the chat. We've got Cooper Dunn watching, supporting the Knights tonight. Watching from Grand Prairie, Texas. So sure is good to have you. Let us know what you think. Do you think Eagle Mountain is going to be able to get the lead back? They've got 9 minutes left. The clock is ticking. It's 2nd and 10 from the 49, so it looked like no loss on the play, but and a fake out to Starks, and there's Vindiola, and he is up and through. Nice hole made by his offensive line. And then El Conquistador checking in, number 74 for the Knights, is Paxton Roast. He's the bomb, and absolutely, he's coming in. He's a junior, 5'11", folks, 260. So that's a name you could probably remember. I'm sure you'll be watching it on Saturdays in the future. A guy like that, a lot of potential to end up playing in college. So now with the man in motion, Vindiola's going to hand off to Starks again. Misses one, and then a little extra push up, close to the first down marker. Approaching 8 minutes left to go in the game here, and this one's been exciting. Both offenses putting up points, both defenses coming up with some takeaways. Everything you want on a Friday night football game. So 4 wide for Vindiola. Looks outside to the right real quick, and he's got a man, and he's going first down inside the 30. Now that looked like Matthew Neal. Left my binoculars in the car here, folks, so a little hard to see some of those. Cooper says he's glad to be here. Eagle Mountain definitely has it in him, so he's definitely rooting for Eagle Mountain to retake the lead here with 7.5 to go. 1st and 10 from the 29. And it's a handoff. Nice cut outside and wrapped up by the ankles is Starks. So call it a gain of 4, bringing up 2nd and 6. We've got Avon Bolin down here on the, oh, correction, that is a 4, not a 3. So that's Cameron Henderson, the 6'3", 165 sophomore, playing at the bottom of your screen, and then Avon Bolin in the slot and in motion. Vignola, wide open hole, up past the 1st down, and maybe a couple extras. He's getting it inside the 20 now. And boy, that is almost at the 15. It looks like they're going to spot it about the 17. So not quite enough to give you a 1st and goal situation, but enough for the 1st, nonetheless. So pressure's on now, especially for those Bobcat defenders. Vignola with a fake, and he's outside. Nobody's going to get him, and he's in. And Bryson Vignola with a 17-yard QB keeper rolls outside to the right and puts up 6 for the Eagle Mountain Knights. And hold on a second. Lots of talk on the field. Do we have a flag? So all that hard work by Vignola, making his mom proud. Looks like they're going to bring it back. All right, so they will reset. 1st and 10 again, but now after the penalty, the ball is going to be on the 13-yard line. So we'll have to see what Vignola has in store for the Bobcat defense on this one. This time he goes to Starks. Nice lateral move once he got up past the offensive line, and decent gain. Going to bring up 2nd and 9 now from the 12. 5:40 left on the clock. Some would say that this is now or never. And so if you're an Eagle Mountain fan and you're watching us tonight, let us know in the chat, if you think that they can do it here from the 12. Vignola, nice handoff over there to Starks. Pushed up and wrapped up inside, let's say, we'll call it the 7. So 3rd and 4 from the 7. Tyler Self checking in. Avon Bolin checking out. And those Bobcat defenders are checking out this formation that Eagle Mountain is in, trying to figure it out. Vignola getting some signals from the sideline, and so here we go, another fake. Vignola keeper, and he's running up, a big hit. And did he get in? He did. So there you go, Cynthia, and have no fear. Bryson Vignola is here, and he will run it if he has to, just like he did on that one. So big touchdown for Eagle Mountain. And we will await the extra point attempt by Garcia, the kicker, to put the Knights up by 3. But currently, with 4:33 left to go in the game, the Eagle Mountain Knights have just retaken the lead, 23-21. Garcia set to kick. And it's up and through. So 24-21 here on Friday Night Football, live on the Peak One Sports Network. I'm Ross Bates. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be, well, I said we'd take a quick break, but we don't like to cut away from the action, and it looks like maybe we had another flag we didn't know about. Yeah, a false start on the Knights, so I have to make that kick just a little bit harder for Garcia. and they take the point back off the board. So we're back to 23-21 and awaiting Garcia's kick. And it didn't matter to Garcia. He knocked it right through again. Says, I'll kick it again. So now we'll take a quick break from the action.
With 2 decades of design and graphics experience, Apogee Graphics provides a wide variety of print options to meet your advertising needs. Visit apogeegraphics.com and take your vision to new heights.
Well, welcome back, folks. And now with a amazing score update, the amazing Ashton Nix.
Thank you, Ross. Let's see if we can get a few of these in here before the kickoff. Third quarter, South Grand Prairie trails Arlington 29-17. Crowley over Weatherford 41-28 in the third quarter, and Midlothian Joshua in the fourth quarter 16-10. And one more, North Crowley over Mansfield Legacy 42-0 in the third quarter. Back to you, Ross.
Thank you, sir. Excellent sports update, score update there. Brought to you by the Burleson Buzz. So we'll get set for kickoff here. We see quite a few of the Eagle Mountain fans very excited in the chat that Eagle Mountain has the lead back. And now they'll give the ball back to the Bobcats. Returning past the 20 and just a little bit more past the 20. That was Lucas Jackson. Special thanks to our technical advisor extraordinaire. We have Tony Nix with us tonight, operating our cameras in the booth and helping out with all those necessary things that we need for stuff. Great job, Tony. Love having you. Okay, so the Bobcats back on offense. Barton takes the snap and looked like it was a fake and kept it himself, but just could not shake the Eagle Mountain defense. It is good enough for a short gain. I call it a gain of 2 to bring up second and 8. And now with about 4 minutes left to go in the game, and Coach Slater and this Bobcat offense is looking to see what they can make happen here. We talked a lot about the speed of some of these receivers that they have, and we'll look to see if they use any of that now. Currently, it looks like a run up the middle from Gordon. That will be good enough for a first down for the Bobcats. So now, clock still ticking. Under 4 minutes, approaching 3.5. It's going to be first and 10, and the ball's going to be at the 37-yard line. So 3 wide now for the Bobcats. Quick pass out there to that left side. There's some of that speed we were talking about, and he's able to get up and look like past the first down marker again on the outside, and that looked like it might have been number 3, Deshaun Dean, the junior. Ironman athlete, playing both sides, running back, defensive back, and now out there again at wide receiver. And if you are just now tuning in, folks, you tuned into a good one. Only a 3-point game here. Quick pass out to his man on the right and gets up past the 50. That was Cade Cross. We saw a big play from him earlier in the game. So Barton fires out to the right side for a short gain to bring up another 2nd and 8, but this time from the 50. And let's do a quick sporks update, score update, and not skorks. We don't like skorks, but a score update I think we could do immediately following this play here. The Eagle Mountain sideline coaches are going crazy, and Barton takes it right up the middle and gets a good gain of maybe 1 or 2. So let's go back to Ashton for another score update. What you got, Ashton?
All right, back to that Joshua Midlothian game there in the fourth quarter. 6 minutes left in the game. It is currently 19-10. Midlothian leading Joshua. Back to you.
Thank you, sir. Alrighty. Thank you so much, Mr. Tony, again, to the rescue. So 3rd and 7 now. Bobcat looking for the first down from the 49. Barton fires out to the left side, and nobody's gonna touch him. There it is, folks, the speed that we were talking about. And boy, Barton just told his man just go deep, and he did. And that was Deshaun Dean again. So big time touchdown there for the Bobcats, and they're gonna take the lead back from the Knights. And assuming this extra point attempt by Garcia is good, it'll be a 4-point game. And it is good. So now Benbrook takes the lead back, leading 28-24 with 1 minute, 11 seconds left on the game clock, folks. This is going to turn out to be a good one. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be ready to bring you the rest of the game when we get back. Hold on tight, folks.
Hello, fellow dog lovers. Korri Bennett here, owner and head trainer at the Dapper Dog Academy, located in Cleburne, Texas. As a passionate dog enthusiast, I've dedicated nearly 10 years to helping you and your furry friends achieve a happy and harmonious relationship. Whether you are seeking basic obedience or have specific behavioral goals, I tailor each training session to meet the unique needs of your pup. My goal is to make training an enjoyable experience for you and your dog. Contact the Dapper Dog Academy on Facebook or at the number below, and let us help you bring out the very best in your furry family member.
And we are back, and boy, you couldn't ask for a better game. Looks like we've got some more action in the chat. Daniel saying it's a great game. Absolutely. Cynthia says hold 'em. And then we got some wows and couldn't see it, but LOLs. And we love seeing you in the chat, Dan and Cynthia, El Conquistador, Snowman, GG, Cooper Dunn. Y'all let us know if this is not one of the better games that we've called as far as offensive scoring goes. Call me crazy, but here we are. Coach Mullins and his Knights are looking to drive this ball all the way down with only 1 minute and 11 seconds and 3 timeouts left. So we'll get the kick from the Bobcats. Another squib, and this one's touched, but recovered by the Knights. And that might be the exact reason that they do that, having that kind of surprise squib bounced kick to the unsuspecting, return man. And those situations, that could have changed this outcome drastically. So Cash Money, where's the Saginaw game at? Well, that's a great question. Saginaw is not playing at home tonight, but as I mentioned earlier, we are going to be covering a couple more Saginaw games this season, and especially the one at the end of the season. We're really excited about where they play Chisholm Trail. So hang tight, Cash Money. We do have some more Saginaw games coming, but right now, Vindiola in the backfield, going to keep it himself. Bounce outside, up past the 40, 45, and out of bounds to stop the clock. Smart play by Vindiola to go out of bounds on that one. And I'm sure Coach Mullins is pleased with that. It's going to go down as a gain of 6. So we'll call it 2nd and 4 from the Knights 46. 1:04 left to play. We'll be looking for those big plays from the Eagle Mountain offense, and Vindiola rolling out, looking for a big play, fires, and just off the fingertips of his man there on the left side. Cathan Middleton was the intended target on the play, but Carlos Harris, believe it or not, out there on coverage. So the running back, the speedy, shifty running back, also playing some linebacker, and ended up picking up Middleton on the route out to the outside. So 3rd and 4 now. 59 seconds left, and what are we going to see from the Eagle Mountain offense? Haven Bolin in motion. Everybody's going out right. Vidiola keeping it. Takes another hit. Not able to get out of bounds, so that clock is going to be rolling. And it looks like we do have a timeout from Coach Mullins. So we will take a quick timeout with you here on Friday Night Football live on the Peak One Sports Network. I'm Ross Bates, and we'll be right back with you.
If your athlete struggles with ball security, visit highandtight.com and don't let another fumble cost you. Highandtight.com helps athletes of all ages learn the fundamentals of protecting the ball using advanced training tools and cutting-edge technology that provide instant audible feedback, helping players master their grip and hold on to the ball like never before. Visit highandtight.com and use promo code PEAK1 for 10% off today. That's highandtight.com, where games are won.
All right, folks, back in time. 54 seconds left. 4th and 3, and the Knights are going for it. Vindiola got 4 wide, and there's the flag. Who's it going to be on? It is a false start against the Knights, so go ahead and scooch that one on back. Making it 4th and 8, and now you really got to wonder. I mean, the only option you have to win the game is to go for it. There is no advantage of punting the ball away other than maybe getting a little bit better field position for your defense to combat. So looks like everybody's all go. Big fire out, it's caught! And for the first down, it's Hussein on the other side of the 40, almost to the 35. Huge clutch play by Hussein to get the Knights a first down, and a rocket arm of Indiola able to get it there. So clock still rolling, 39 seconds. Gonna hand off again, and bouncing out left, right, inside the 30, and he just wouldn't go down. And another timeout here from Coach Mullins. That'll leave him with 1 timeout. 33 seconds left, a 4-point game. And so let's hit this chat here a little bit. I want to see some folks getting excited, Ashton, but I think you had a score update for us first, didn't you?
Yeah, just real quick into the 3rd quarter, the Milford Bulldogs trail Fort Worth Pisa 44-13. Back to you.
Thank you, sir. All right, let's take a look at this chat here. So we've got Cooper says it's a bit laggy. Yeah, you know, we're trying. We're doing the best we can. We've got some internet issues at this new stadium. Of course, we're way out here in the country too. If you're looking at the cam, you might be able to see there ain't really much around us. So, but we are trying hard, and some of the other games we'll be doing, we get a little bit of better internet. So sorry about that there, Cooper, but Daniel keeping them straight. Bad Wi-Fi at the field. That's right. So Evelyn Dukes checking in. We need a touchdown, and that is right. The Eagle Mountain Knights do need a touchdown. They've got 33 seconds left to get it. Mindiola with the snap. Flag on the play, coming out late. Mindiola throws it, caught, and out of bounds is Hussein. So now the question becomes, what is that flag and who is it on? Because we could have a completely different situation here. We will wait to see. It looks like Cameron Henderson is letting everybody know it was on the Bobcats, but we'll have to see the call from the official. Just a reminder, whether you're in the office or on the go, you can listen to all of our Peak One sports shows, whether you listen to Yeah, wherever you listen to your podcasts, hit that subscribe button and never miss your favorite Peak One shows. And make sure you let the Peak One Sports Network get you ready for your sports weekend. Listen to the leadoff Saturday mornings on the Peak One Sports Network. Don't forget, you've also got the sports page, Wednesdays at 8 with Dan, and then Tuesdays at 9, I do the Roscoe Fantasy Football Show. So if you're into fantasy and you want a little bit of insight and analysis, make sure you tune in. We're always live at in Arlington. So now, 1st and 10 from the 18. Vindiola rolling out to the left. Got a lead blocker. Fires it up and out of bounds. So that is good in the sense that it stops the clock. But not really great in that you didn't get anything on it. But when you're inside the red zone with under a minute to play, under 30 seconds to play, at 21 seconds right now on the clock. Kathan Middleton going to that opposite side of the field. Cameron Henderson on the near side for Vindiola. And he is looking for that big play, and he's going to have to use his feet. He takes off. Can he get out of bounds and stop the clock? Yes, he can. And that's going to be inside the 10 now. Let's see, 9-8 is looking like where he's at. So really good run. Not good enough for the touchdown, but now a 1st and goal with 13 seconds left to play. No timeout looking like it's being used here. Coach Mullins wants to see if he can get in there right at the end of the game without having to use the timeout, but good to have on reserve. No field goal here for the Knights because they will not win if they don't get in the end zone. So a handoff here to Starks. He's up, tackled from behind, and looks like Coach Mullins will have to use that timeout. Now with the ball on the 4. So we will take a quick short break here on the Friday Night Football. We've got 8 seconds left, folks, so make sure you stick around. We'll be right back on the Peak One Sports Network.
Your go-to destination for mouth-watering Texas barbecue is right here in Fort Worth. Try Red's Barbecue today, located at 7335 Boat Club Road, and sink your teeth into some delicious barbecue smoked low and slow over authentic Texas post oak wood. That's Red's Barbecue, open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Drive-thru now available.
So there is nothing more exciting, folks, than what we have right now here at Eagle Mountain Stadium, just north of Fort Worth. We've got 8 seconds left to go. No timeouts left for the Knights. 4 yards. 2nd down. Down by 4. With all the 4s, I'm wondering if they're going to go to Cameron Henderson, right? You're down 4. You've got 4 yards to go, and you've got number 4 on your team. And it looks like Coach Slater maybe going to go out and talk to his team on another timeout. But I think we'll just stay with the action. Ashton, tell me, how's chat looking?
Ross, going crazy, man. Cynthia says nail biter. Cooper Dunn, I can't take my eyes off it. Evelyn Dukes, thank you. Forecasting the game, and I should broadcasting. But I guess we're kind of forecasting it as well. Cooper Dunn, yes, great job announcing. You're an athlete. Good job, Ross.
Well, thank you very much, Cooper, and thank you, Ashton. And folks, I can't be any more excited. It's hard to stay in my seat right now. The entire stadium is on their feet as we get set to see the outcome of this one. We couldn't ask for any better game. So the Knights are looking to take away the undefeated season from the Bobcats and go with a winning record for the first time in school history. Vindiola rolling out to the left, fires into the and it's out of bounds. Fired kind of to that back corner, but just a little far outside. Intended for Cameron Henderson. So 3.9 seconds, might as well call it 4. Still 4 yards to go, still down by 4. The Eagle Mountain Knights looking to have a winning season. This is their first season, for those of you who didn't know. We broadcast their first game. We saw their first touchdown in program history. And if they can do something here on this 3rd and 4, and a fake, and Mindiola's got pressure, fires, and it's broken up, but there's still time on the clock. They have 0.2 seconds on the clock, so that looks like they'll get another chance. And talk about back against the wall. Talk about back against the wall. 0.2 seconds on the clock, folks. 4th down, 4 to go. Down by 4. The Eagle Mountain Knights looking to make a statement here. Coach Mullins might have to get creative. Coach Slater might have to play it safe. There is no telling what we're about to see here, folks. But this stadium is rocking. And there we go. Mendiola rolling out right. Got a block. And it looked like he couldn't get the ball to his man. And that'll be it, folks. There is a flag. So it's not over. It's not over yet. Don't go away. Don't go away, folks. Stay here. We'll see if they put the any time back on the clock. We'll see kind of how this is handled. I mean, obviously, they deserve the chance, right? So they are going to get it. Both teams staying out on the field, the officials talking, and we got to stay with it. We're not going to take a break, folks, because this is just too exciting. Cynthia Mendiola popping back in. Keep in mind, folks, that is the family member of the quarterback for Eagle Mountain, and we sure are glad she's here, and I'm sure she's standing on her feet just like we are here in the booth. Evelyn Dukes coming in with a great game. Absolutely. They just keep getting better and better. We've got just a second. Let's go ahead and do a score update before we see the end of this game.
All right, thanks to, sorry about that. Thanks to Justin Pillow letting us know the Godly Wildcats are up on the Mineral Wells Rams 31-7, 8:58 left in the fourth.
Well, thank you, sir. So the officials still having a conversation here. Still have flags down on the field. Here's the call. Okay, so no change right now. The Knights still need that touchdown to win. It was a false start on that last play. And so they're going to put 1 second on the clock, folks. 1 second, one play. And what fate awaits the Knights, who have said, like I said earlier, to defend their castle here. Looks like we've got another timeout. And so, yeah, you know what? I'm a little out of breath. My heart's going. Let's take a break. We'll be right back with the end of this game here on the Peak One Sports Network.
With 2 decades of design and graphics experience, Apogee Graphics provides a wide variety of print options to meet your advertising needs. Visit apogeegraphics.com and take your vision to new heights.
And you can hear, folks, the excitement in this stadium. It's electric. It is an outstanding display by every single fan here tonight. Looking to see something crazy happened, and we are waiting. So looks like there's no more stalling now. Won't have any more timeouts, nothing. 4th and 9 now. Mendiola back. Pressure coming, looking, finds a man. And it was blocked away, batted away. And what a heartbreaker for the Eagle Mountain Knights. Losing to the Benbrook Bobcats, 28-24. The Bobcats stay undefeated at 5-0. And the Eagle Mountain Knights dropped to 2-3 on the season. But what a game. What a game, folks. And that's what we're all about here on the Peak One Sports Network, bringing the live Friday night football to you. And man, that was crazy. Dan asking if it was offsetting penalties. I believe it was a false start call on the Knights, so they moved it back, but let them keep the 4th down and put 1 second back on the clock. And in the pass, just Mendiola not able to connect to his man on the play. We see you off in the chat, everybody. We've got another score update. Saginaw's now up 17-7 over Wyatt. Conquistador says, Rats! It was a great game, Knights. Thanks for the webcast and great sports casting. El Conquistador, we appreciate you. Thank you so much. Cooper Dutton shouting out, great game. Good job, Knights. Y'all put up one heck of a fight. So certainly glad we could bring it to you. Now, feel free, stick around. We're gonna have a few more score updates because this game kind of ended early. It started a little bit early. Of course, you know, I was late, and I'm sorry about that, folks. I won't ever do that to you again, okay? But we are going to be right back. We're going to do a short commercial break, and then when we get back, we'll have Ashton Nix with some score updates and maybe just a little bit of football talk with the boys.
There are some things that every Texan holds close to their heart. ATM Live lets you make the most of those things by helping you quickly cover your banking needs. You can cash a check, make a withdrawal without a debit card, all with a live teller to lend a hand, and all without stepping foot in a branch. Because we know what matters most in this Texan life. After all, we're not just a bank in Texas, we're Texas in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Are you a busy parent? Whether it's work or pleasure, that's where Valerie's Kid Care comes in. We have been in business for 34 years. We are family owned and operated. We take kids from 0 to 5 years old. We enjoy playing, learning, and even preparing for kindergarten. We are located at 404 Belmont Street in Saginaw. Stop by or give us a call at 817-232-5971. Valerie's Kid Care. We treat your kids like they are our own.
Welcome back, folks. What a game it was. A quick kind of recap. It was score changes all night. Bobcats, the Knights back and forth. And the Bobcats able to stop the Knights short of the touchdown to win the game. So real quick, we're going to do a real fast look at the chat. Say thanks again. We've got Cynthia came back in, said it was a really great game. Good job, boys. Absolutely. They put their heart and soul into this one, and you could tell. And right there to the end. Dan popping in says they were still inside the 10. That's correct. It was a 4-yard, down to go, right? So it was like 3rd and 4, or 3rd and goal from the 4, then 4th and goal from the 4, and then they had the 5-yard false start penalty that put him back 4th and 9, and also allowed them to put it at 1 second back on the clock, and unfortunately unable to connect on that one. So let's go real quick. We've got some score updates from around the Metroplex. Let's go to Ashton. Ashton?
Yeah, Ross, again, this game starting pretty early, getting over early, so we're the 3rd and 4th quarter in a lot of games. Arlington is beating South Grand Prairie 50-17 in the 3rd quarter. Burleson Centennial is leading Cleburne 38-28 in the fourth. Crowley over Weatherford 62-28 in the fourth. Midlothian and Joshua, that is a final 26-10. That was Joshua's first loss of the season. They're now 4-1. North Crowley taking care of Mansfield Legacy 6-0. And that's it. Back to you, Ross.
All right. Well, excellent. And, special shout out, like I said, to Tony Nix and Ashton Nix for being out here helping me out tonight. And special thanks to you guys watching, tuning in, getting involved in the chat. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you tune in for our next game. We are going to be off another week, but when we return, we'll have a Saginaw game for you. And looking like it's going to be a good one too, folks. So can't wait to see you. But boy, it just doesn't get any better than this. It sure was a blast. I hope you all enjoyed. For the Peak One Sports Network, Friday Night Football. As always, I'm Ross Bates, wishing you a happy week, a good weekend. Hoping all your fantasy teams win. Make sure you tune in Tuesdays for my fantasy show at 9, Wednesdays at 8 for the sports page, and then the leadoff on Saturdays with Tony and Ashton. So long from the Peak One Sports Network, folks. We'll see you next time.